Welcome to episode 6.
Episode 5? 5.
Episode 5 of Winds of Change. We are your beautiful hosts. And we are back. So the hiatus was a much needed hiatus. As y'all know, we're parents of a beautiful little one who's here with us today. Hello, Caesar the 5th. And yeah, we just had to sort some things out. Adulting is a real thing, but we're super excited to continue this journey with our listeners.
I'm just getting ready to pod every week.
Yep, we're gonna start potting every week
now
for
we should
real.
be ready.
We should be ready. And if not, we thank you for just, hanging in there with us.
I hope you enjoy.
Yo, stay. Yeah, so had to get that one out the way. What's happened in the last few weeks that,
A lot's happened.
lots have happened.
Don't
Bitcoin
know.
crashed.
Bitcoin, yeah. Since we also talked about Bitcoin, so we
Yeah.
kind of prophesized it. If you listen to like the last episode, right? We talked about the whole capital gains tax and Bitcoin going down. The market's still up. The hype is definitely a little bit faded now.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see what happens. I guess
Yeah.
people are still, hype.
Yeah. I've been seeing like a lot of Dogecoin memes. But
I don't know.
I'm not really seeing anybody posting as much as they were. Like, I think a lot of people were like, I also want to just say real quick, like, people posting their wins. I don't really care. Like, I don't care. Like, niggas be like, yo, I just made mad money in the stock market. Look, or I just made mad money on Bitcoin. All right, cool. But like,
Post the losses.
post your losses too if you're real.
There's definitely losses.
There's losses. Don't act like you don't have any. That's not real.
But that's what the social media is for, You just everybody looks good. So
Yeah, you post what you want people to see.
everything's to look good. Everything's, I look my best every day, so I put the best picture, even though I'm sad and depressed.
Post your losses if it's real. That's all I gotta say about that one.
I will also say on the Bitcoin thing, or just any stock thing or whatever, like, you should always post your wins and losses because it gives more awareness to people. It doesn't just look like it's an automatic win, so everybody comes into the market. It's a marketing and propaganda ploy by the big companies, and so that people just throw their money blindly into this thing and think they're gonna make money. There's a lot of people that blindly went into Bitcoin at 60,000, because it's like, oh, I gotta jump on these meme stocks, and a lot of people lost money. So if people are more aware of what to do and they see that there's losses and wins, people are gonna be more. They're just gonna be more aware and more ready to like face the losses too. They're not gonna just think it's an automatic win. Oh, I'm gonna just only win money.
Yeah. It's more responsible that way. It's just more responsible that way.
Yeah, the facade makes it feel like you're gonna win, and then like now a lot of people lost money, and it's like, okay,
And it's just not being straight up.
now there's no more posts about Bitcoins. Well, if you're still invested, post.
Post. Yeah, don't stop now.
Cause like you're not invested. You're definitely invested still.
Yep. But that goes with the facade of social media. What I wanted to talk about, how now in Norway it's illegal to not label retouched photos on social media. They're trying to basically like put an end to body dysmorphia in the country and all this stuff. So any advertisements with alterations to a body's size, shape, or skin will need to be marked with a standardized label. What do you think about that?
They just passed that.
Yep.
I think it's good.
It's specifically for social media.
It makes sense because a lot of people like look at pictures and then they might feel bad about themselves because, like, it's an image they'll never achieve. It's the same thing with magazines back in the day,
Right.
You see these pictures of like very skinny models and like you thought you could never be a model.
Right.
Well, now you see a picture of a very thick person, you think, oh, I could never be very thick. But that's also just the same. It's the same photoshopping. They Photoshop them to be skinny. They Photoshop them to be extra thick.
Yep, perfect skin, no blemishes, lighter complexion. All these stuff that we discussed earlier in earlier episodes about people wanting to lighten their skin, but now they're doing it on social media. They don't even need to use the cream. They just
Right.
do it online. I don't know. Lots of stuff comes from all this. Like, you if you scroll, if you spend a lot of time scrolling on the internet, and you're seeing all these models and all these people that look super perfect. You're seeing the fucking Kardashians. You're seeing everybody all the time, and you're thinking, damn, I don't look like this. Why don't I look like this? I've had conversations with people that are like, yo, I wanted to get my body done. Like, I'm really thinking about this. And
Right.
here's my take on the whole body done situation. If your career and your income depends on it, like if you're a porn star, if you're a stripper, pretty much if you're in the sex industry, go for it. Understand that there's risks. Understand that it's not going to be a good healing process. Understand that you might die if you go to the wrong surgeon. But that's a risk you're willing to take, I guess. It makes sense for you. Anybody else outside of the sex industry, I don't really see the point. I don't see the point, especially if you're just kind of like, you're doing your day-to-day shit. You got a regular job.
So do you think like
What are we doing?
all of this?
What are we dying for?
Do you think all of this is happening because of? I think it's only happening because of capitalism.
Yeah, for sure.
I think the main reason all of this happens is because of capitalism and the need for money and the that looking a certain way brings in more income no matter what profession you are. If you're just a pretty woman or if somebody deems you more attractive, you're going to get the job
You're
too.
gonna make money.
Like that's still like a thing in this world. Like it's not like a thing where like you won't get the job. Like cuz most industries are still ran by men, which is a problem. But since men are like the one hiring, women go out of their way sometimes to do these things because they'll get the job.
Right.
Women are still forced to look pretty in this world because it leads them to the income that they want,
Right.
no matter what profession.
That's crazy because I was actually just talking about this yesterday with Corey, and I was telling her how like on LinkedIn, everybody be posting their like I fuck with LinkedIn, but not really as much anymore because everybody just be posting their fucking pictures of when they graduating, like looking all cute and shit, and like you see all these fucking white people commenting like, "Oh my god, wow, congratulations," and it's like it almost feels like we're trying to prove it, like, hey, we're like y'all too, we're educated too, and we can do what y'all do too. Pick me. I'm the one. I just graduated. Pick me, pick me. I'm beautiful. I look good. This is my picture. This is what I look like. I'm a good-looking young person. Hire me. It's just so weird. The energy on LinkedIn has become so weird, as it has on many other platforms. But to your point, yeah, sadly, we live in that kind of world where it's like, oh, you don't want to hire somebody that's ugly, or you don't want to hire somebody that's this and that. I really hope that we can get away from that as a society. I'm kind of tired of it. It's boring. Nobody wants to live in a perfect world. This is not Hollywood. This is not.
I mean, yeah, it's just my whole point is just all ran, and all of this happens because of money, because of the system we have set up, because of the need for it, because of it makes more people rich, and it drives people to do things to try to get rich. Like it leads us to this society we're in now, where like we're faking who we are.
Oh, like catfishing.
Yeah, I guess catfishing a boss to get a job or catfishing a client.
Yeah.
Like remember that TikTok we saw with the lady? She didn't have the teeth, and
Oh,
she
yeah,
like made
yeah.
herself look really good, and it's like dope to her. Like she did something because but she feels like she needs to do that.
The lady on TikTok who lost her teeth during pregnancy.
Is that what she lost?
She lost her teeth during pregnancy.
During pregnancy.
Because essentially, when you're making the baby, if you're not taking enough vitamins and you're not like doing what you need to do, like the baby's just gonna take all your nutrients. I don't know if she was taking vitamins or not, but I know that that's a thing. So that's what happened to her. She lost all her teeth during pregnancy.
Oh wow.
So
But like my main point is just like,
and mad people was making fun of her. So
yeah, people can make fun of her, and like they were like, "Oh, this why you gotta watch out for like
catfishing or whatever.
women and stuff because like you don't know like whatever." And like there's always jokes about you go to a bar and then you see a woman when she takes her makeup off or something.
Yeah.
But it's like we're forcing that standard. I don't know. That standard's getting forced.
Yeah. Also, it's like an expectation, I guess, you know. There's a few conversations here. I feel like there's like the conversation of how now like young men or like, you know, teenage boys are like having this expectation of women in porn, so like in real life they can't have like genuine connections with women because they've got this like standard.
Right.
Then on the older tip, you got everybody like just looking on Instagram and seeing us with our makeup and our wigs and shit and always looking a certain type of way, but really we don't always look like that. So then there comes the joke of, oh damn, when you see a girl at a bar, you take her home, you know, you gonna do the makeup test because yo, you could look like a completely different person with makeup. Makeup is no different than like marketing. I could make any product seem so fucking good for you. Like anything. Like how we watched the Game Changers yesterday and they made meat look like it's the best thing for you. They make this look like it's the best thing for you. Bananas and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, marketing.
Marketing.
Influences the way we think because they market to like they even marketing like the people we think we trust market to us.
Yeah.
And that's the problem too.
That's bad.
Like what we were watching, the whole opioids.
Oh my God.
Like the doctors marketed it like, oh, take this thing, take this fentanyl, take this pill because they were making money because it's just a capitalist society we live in. And since you think, oh, I trust doctors, this gotta be good. Like they're prescribing it to you, like because it's like, oh, I gotta trust this person because they prescribe me this thing, and they're like the professional that's been taught.
Right.
And
Right.
we're just so like just sheepish. Is just like, oh yeah, we gotta trust
just
you.
do it.
You're the medical professional.
Let's
like,
just do it.
I gotta take it.
Yeah.
And that led to a whole
Epidemic. On that topic, I just want to say that in the new documentary, which is the documentary that we're talking about, The Crime of the Century, it's on HBO Max. If you can watch it, please watch it. It really is a very important documentary for everyone to see. All walks of life really needs to see this documentary because at least here in New York City, I was aware of the opioid epidemic. I knew it was going on. I knew there were parts of upstate that were very affected. It didn't really affect my friends group. I didn't really see people I knew going through this. Obviously, you know, we saw 125th and Lex. We saw 3rd Ave. There might have been a rise in those areas. But for the most part, I was a little bit too young to really see what was going on. And now that I'm older, I know what happened. But then, like, seeing who was implicated, just a FYI, Pfizer and Johnson & Johnson are implicated in this documentary. They're also implicated in the opioid crisis and epidemic. And Johnson & Johnson was one of the biggest farmers of the poppy plant.
well, like what they did was like what they showed, which was crazy, was like they altered the plant's genes to make it more potent. So
It was scary.
it even puts a bad stigma on like opium farmers, like that, like get the natural plant and like they make a natural medicine out of opium, which could be done in a healthy, probably natural way. But now Johnson and Johnson's plant was just so brittle and
It looked
came
scary,
apart. It didn't have any juices in it. It was just made for pills.
Ugh.
And it's just like that. This is what the big pharmacies are doing, and they're doing it in mass and giving it to us. You know, because it's to get us addicted.
To get us addicted. But then it's frowned upon to smoke weed. Like, what's her name? Shacarri, the track runner.
Shacarri,
That's her name, right? Shacarri.
the girl who just ran the fastest.
They coming at her now for having weed in her system.
Oh my gosh!
She won.
Really?
She won off of having, but yeah, because there's like it was trending yesterday. Let Shacarri race.
The fastest girl in the world. Right? She had the fastest time. And they're not letting her run because she had weed in her system. Because weed makes you faster.
Yep. So
Like what was the? Yeah, the medical industry doesn't know what to say about the drug. Like they like it makes you lazy. It makes you this. But now it's like it makes you the fastest person in the world. So they did the same thing to Michael Phelps though.
they did the same thing to Michael Phelps, right?
He won all the most gold medals in the world, but he smoked weed, and it was like, oh, you're a bad person.
It's just ridiculous. Shacarri Richardson says, I am human amid suspension from Olympic team for positive marijuana test. Okay, but hey.
She got suspended.
Sorry. Oh, but hey, let's suspend people for smoking weed. Let's do that. Oh, but yo, opioids. We done gave motherfucking 400 billion pills out. And that's okay. Oh, it's not addictive if it's prescribed properly. If you're prescribing a super addictive thing, it's gonna be abused. Marijuana, not abused. Legal now in New York City, and prostitution's legal because the city needs money, not because it cares about people.
They say it poses a health risk to athletes and has the potential to enhance performance and violates the spirit of sport.
Wow.
Well, so if you're an athlete, go smoke some weed because it's going to enhance
It's
you.
going to enhance you. How the fuck is smoking anything going to enhance your performance? That's bullshit.
Well, we heard like that smoking helps you with your body aches, so it helps you recover.
Okay, true.
So
it helps you recover.
It does help.
It does help recover.
It helps you with pains. It helps you manage with. But
I can't see how that would help you with running though.
But like you're saying, like, oh, since she smokes, she's better than all the athletes because
they're trying to say she's better because she smokes weed. They don't want to give the young black girl her flowers.
That's crazy.
Brings us to our next point.
She was like almost at the world record for the fastest speed ever.
Bro, these people are sick.
And they suspended her for
Yo,
smoking
listen.
weed.
Olympics. Y'all motherfuckers full of shit with your McDonald's commercials. Shut the fuck up. Y'all be promoting McDonald's.
That's what they need. They need a weed company to advertise to them so that they could fucking allow.
So they could allow it. Tilray.
She's probably going to get, you know what? This is probably, beneficial. She's probably going to be the first fucking weed-sponsored athlete.
I hope so. I hope that this is just a blessing in disguise for her. The sports, the Olympics, the NFL. Okay, those are my two beef points today. The Olympics is full of shit. Y'all promote McDonald's. Shut the fuck up. McDonald's is an official sponsor. Oh, but McDonald's helps you, right? Let's get this fucking straight. Because now I'm upset. Y'all motherfuckers have McDonald's sponsor you. Talking about, oh, this helps my performance. That is a lie. That is a lie. And this young woman smoking some weed, oh, it enhancing her performance. Please, you're fucking racist and you're sick. And you guys are going to fucking die of your old decrepit asses. And I don't care.
Yeah, and it's like, you know what's crazy? Like, this is going to lead to, like, the sports world to be like, well, she's an Olympic athlete. She knows what she has to do. She should be following the regulations. This is what they do on, like, Sports Center and ESPN.
Oh, I've already seen people doing it.
They're going to go like, well, she knew that she couldn't do this, so she shouldn't have been doing this. But it's like, y'all following a model or a script given to you guys by the upper fucking white powers that be, because this is racist in a way. It's just racist because there's a certain community that does it more than others.
Yep.
So it's more skewed to like affect us because it's like whatever. But you could take all these fucking pills, take all these protein powders, take all this fucking creatine and put it in your system because that doesn't enhance performance. But marijuana does.
That's bullshit. I'm really disappointed in the Olympics. Not surprised.
Because I'm going to get mad when the sports people already come out like, well, yeah, she should have just known not to do it and just stood off the weed and she would have been in the thing. It's like where are we living in? Stay off the weed? Like, what are we talking about?
It's 2021, man. And then what killed me was I saw people tweeting like, oh, I understand weed isn't a big deal, but really you couldn't just hold off for the Olympics? Guys, are you really just gonna fucking regurgitate everything that the media says? Listen, this is my new shit. I'm gonna put it on a fucking shirt. Y'all ready? Everyone is like, fuck 12, fuck the cops, defund the police. But y'all police everybody, though. Y'all policing Shacarri. Y'all police each other. Y'all police everything everybody says. And I'm fucking blessed because I think the only reason motherfuckers don't police me is because y'all scared to do it to my face. Y'all do it behind my back. I already know.
Like, the reason they'll be telling her to stay off the weed is because, and they don't even know it in their mind. It's like, oh, you should have just waited and not did it. It's because fucking master is telling you, yo, stay off the weed. Like, the message is coming from there, like, yo, and then you just regurgitating it, thinking it's the right message.
Y'all corny. Y'all corny. Y'all
Because,
all corny.
Because who's the first person to say, oh, weed is not fucking water? Who the fuck is water? The World Drug Administration?
Fuck the World Drug Administration.
Anti-doping agency. She's doping.
Okay. Fuck the anti-doping agency. Fuck the FDA. Oh, because let's not forget, the FDA okayed the opioid epidemic too. So fuck y'all niggas.
They okay whatever gives them money.
They okay whatever gives them money. Y'all people are sick.
You're
sick.
That's what the world is. Because remember, like with the regulators, it was like they made a fucking law, but then
they
the
drafted
law
it. They
didn't
drafted it
matter.
with Purdue.
So like Purdue, the drug agency making all the opioids, made the law to go against them, and then the person who made the law ended up working for Purdue.
Oh, you talking about the lawyer
to fight against
right
the law
to fight
he
against
made.
the DEA. Right.
It's like there's no anti-competitive clauses in there like that. If you work for a company, you shouldn't be able to work for the other company. The same problem happened in the SEC. Like if you work for the SEC, which is supposed to like stop banks from doing malpractices, a lot of people that work for there get hired by Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, because they already know that those people know the laws to get around those anti-practices for the banks. The same thing happened with the doping. It's like, this is America. This is what America does.
This is America. Don't get you slipping though.
This is what we do. Like, it's just what we do.
Yo, that's wild. All right, wait. So can we segue into? Are we good off this?
Fucking
can we move on?
I didn't even know this happened. This is crazy.
Yeah, this happened.
This is sad because I was just watching her video the other day.
She's popping, man. They was trying to come at her for the way she... Listen, it's all fucking anti-black. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. They was trying to come at her the way she was talking. I don't care what y'all have to say. Let me tell you right now. There's a lot of fucking opinions. A lot of the opinions are negativo. I want to segue very quickly.
Isn't this shit legal?
Yes.
Like...
And white people are profiting off of it because they got dispensaries, and that's okay. But for everybody that was fucking doing it to sell selling bud to support their families, now it's a problem.
He's angry too.
Fuck you. He's angry too. Y'all got my son mad. Okay, I want to move on really quickly to the NFL. I understand it's Pride Month. I understand there's a lot of things to be proud of. We've come a long way, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Right? Now, let's rewind. Right? So we've got Michael Sam announced what year? Was it 2004?
No, it was like
2014. 2014. So Michael Sam is an NFL player that in 2014 announced that he was gay. Michael Sam. I'm trying to get a little bit more about where he's from. But okay, African American NFL player announced in 2014 that he's gay. He announced it in a pretty chill way, and everybody, all the sports commentators, everybody came down on him so hard. He didn't even get to play, right?
No.
He was drafted. He announced he was gay. Big moment for him.
Yep.
And then they shitted on him. As Kwame Brown says, the go along, get along gang. Okay.
They try to make it like that he was part of this like agenda, like, oh, like why you're trying to gain more press by saying this and coming out. When like if you think about it, it's more commendable the way he did it, because he came into the NFL not trying to fake who he was. He like told you before he even got drafted, like, yo, I'm gay, so like he's basically letting the teams know, like, this is what it is. Like, this is who I am. And, like, he got ostracized for that. He didn't even get an opportunity for that. And so, like, now you have this Carl Nassib guy. And then everybody came at him for that.
Everybody came at Michael Sam. Let's be clear. We're talking about two different players. We're talking about Michael Sam from 2014 when he said that he was gay. The first player in the NFL to really say he was gay. And they came after him so hard, especially Stephen A. Smith, who was saying really inappropriate stuff like, oh, if I was his coach, I would ask him who he's partying with. I would ask him how,
How free
how
are you?
free are you?
How free
Basically
flowing are you?
How free flowing are you?
Like, do you sleep with he basically asking him, like, do you sleep with a lot of guys or, like,
A little bit of guys. Who do you hang out with? All these, like, really fucking stupid, stereotypical, inappropriate questions.
To Michael Sam.
To Michael Sam, African-American NFL player, right? Who didn't even get to play because of all the fucking shit that came out. So, now, fast forward, it's 2021, everybody's accepting, it's Pride Month, and Mr. Carl Nassib, this white dude who plays for the NFL.
He's Nassib like he's Middle Eastern.
All right, Nassib.
Give him the Middle Eastern flip on his name.
All right, my bad. Carl Nassib, all-American white dude, NFL. He comes out on his Instagram story, and he's like, I just want to let everybody know I'm gay. Okay.
Not good for him.
Good for him.
That's dope.
We're not mad at him. Now, what happens? Stephen A. Smith, the same guy that was coming at Michael Sam, changes his tone 100%. Oh, I really, his tone is commendable. Yeah. Saying all this nice stuff about our little friend Carl. What does the NFL do? NFL creates a commercial that says, football is gay, football is lesbian, football is bisexual, football is transgender, football is accepting, football is everything. Just capitalize on the whole fucking Pride Month, why don't you? And pander to the community. And then there were other people, talking about it, about Carl, and they were like, oh, it just shows how far we've come that this isn't a bigger headline. Guys, this hypocrisy is real. The hypocrisy is real. I mean, I can't put it for you plainly, and please, if you really want to know more about this, Kwame Brown talks about it a lot. I mean,
you still can't take a knee though, so
I don't know what's going on.
You could be everything. Football's everything.
Football is everything.
But if you're Colin Kaepernick, not for you.
It's not for you. It's not for you. If you feel like you want to say some real shit, it's not for you. And that's sad.
Yep. But it just seems like, I guess, and like this is like going on to like the next point. The way Michael Sam like came out, he was just very just like whatever about it, upfront about it, not super crazy about it. What do they want the black community to do? They want you to be open. They want you to be flagrant about it. They want you to show the world. They want you to just be extra. Like a LilNasX. That's what we want.
We don't want the Michael Sam, the regular chill black dude who's gay, who's actually gay. Because I personally do not believe that LilNasX is gay. But that's just me. Right? But to your point, for whatever reason, it's like the white gays can be whatever they want to be.
Right.
Like, name me like a famous white gay person who's like in film.
In a film?
In the film industry that's just chill. I feel like there is many of them.
There probably is many of them.
And not coming to my head right now.
No, I can just think about Elton John. But he's not very chill. He's
not very chill, but he's allowed to be everything
chill
that he wants to be. He's more chill than LilNasX.
Facts.
In a way. In the sexual tip. Right? I have a lot to say about this next topic. And I think a lot of people do too. I think the only voices that we're hearing are like the people who want to just like celebrate the bad behavior. But I personally think it's bad behavior.
Right?
See? Yep. The baby agrees. Again, the fact that Michael Sam was criticized so hardly and we're praising LilNasX, there's a disconnect here, guys. I'm not understanding why one is celebrated and one is bashed. I don't get it. And then we're all like, "Oh my god, yay. There's a NFL player that announced that he was gay." Okay, but you're missing the nuance and you're missing the context here. So we're going to contextualize it for you. Why? And I'll ask this specifically for people of color and artists who are people of color. Why, for people of color and artists of color, in the more recent times, all this extra provocative, crazy sexual content looking like porn. You got Cardi sucking the dildo, kissing bitches in a video. You got all this craziness. You got LilNasX dancing on the devil, twerking. You got Lizzo showing her ass at the basketball game. Like, yo, because I'm going to be honest with you. I have seen the beginning and the end of these careers over and over again. I've watched Cardi from the beginning. I saw when she flipped. I saw when they were making her delete posts. I was there because I'm a fan. Even though I'm watching you go through some stupid shit right now, I'm still a fan. LilNasX, seen him from the beginning, wasn't on this type of time. Lizzo wasn't on this type of time. Then go mainstream because you're a person of color, because you're black Dominican girl, and you're a black boy. Nope. Now we're going to make you do extra shit. Extra rituals, sexual rituals, all this crazy stuff so you could be in the public eye. Right? Let's look at our white counterparts, guys. Even Madonna, who was like, I did it first. Let's look at the difference between Madonna's career and LilNasX's career. LilNasX not going where Madonna went. Madonna's a white woman, prominent, wealthy, rich. At that point in her career, she was already rich. She had all these classics under her belt. What classics does Lil Nas have? Why are they making him do this? You really think this is coming from him? Then I see celebrities like No Name talking about, I love Lil Nas X. Girl, don't you be on here fucking telling people that we sheep and black Americans need to do better and all this stuff. You created a book club, but is you teaching motherfuckers how to read? Talking about you love Lil Nas X. Diddy talking about go Lil Nas X. Everybody's like, yay, yay. Let me tell you something. Then you got the people that's like, oh, but I don't want to hear the argument about kids. What grown people listen to him? I don't know anybody that listens to him that's a grown adult.
Yeah, like his music is for kids.
It's for kids. Stop acting like it's not. That's not appealing to us.
Nobody's in their car playing Call Me By Your Name. That's a Kids Bop song. Like,
that's a teeny bopper song. It's a Kids Bop song. At the end of the day, if you a grown person and you like it, that's fine. But know that you're not the audience. And you need to fucking get over it. You're not the audience. Okay? It's watered down. It's sad because he's really fucking talented. It's a shame. Same thing for Lizzo. Same thing applies. They got us showing our asses out here. What are the white artists doing? What are the white artists doing? And I'm not trying to come at the white artists, but I'm going to go there now. Sam Smith. They don't got Sam Smith doing all this provocative shit. He's elegant. He's posh. He's chic. He's very da-da-da. What they got this one doing? Watermelon Sugar High. What's his name? Harry Styles. They don't got him doing no sexual shit. Ariana Grande, always very classy with her sexuality. Always very classy. Okay? I'm going to take it to the next point that I want to make that I made before and nobody really was trying to hear what I was trying to say. At the Grammys, it was either the Grammys or the VMAs. Now I'm confused. It wasn't the Grammys. I don't know. I get all these award shows confused because they're all propaganda. But there was an award show where Rosalia performed, Normani performed, Megan Thee Stallion performed, and I think there was a bunch of other artists. They gave Normani this big-ass stage. They gave Rosalia this big-ass stage. And they put Meg Thee Stallion on this little bum-ass stage outside. Now Meg Thee Stallion is the biggest artist ever, right? And at that time, I said they put her there because that's really what they think of her. They're going to exploit her, but that's really what they think of her. Rosalia with her with her sexuality, very artsy, very da-da-da. But everything else gotta be so explicit, ass and titties in your face, because this is some cheap porno shit. Everybody, listen to me. People be like, yo, porn stars is cheap, porn stars is nasty, da-da-da. So why are we emulating porn stars in our music videos? If that's not who we want to be. Why? Why? Why are we emulating porn stars and strippers if that's not where we want to be in life? Now, I'm not saying me, but I'm just saying in general. People don't want to do that. So why are we emulating that? To me, it's all part of the same agenda. No, I don't think that LilNasX being gay is necessarily trying to force people to be gay. I don't think that's the issue. The issue is LilNasX is using the gay shit to gain popularity and promote explicit and nasty shit. It's not nasty that he's kissing dudes, but you taking it to a sexual level. It don't matter who you was kissing on stage. You taking it to a sexual, explicit level that young kids are seeing, and they don't have the context to understand it. Yeah. Same thing with Cardi licking the dildo in the video and kissing girls. It's all Lizzo with the ass out. Flo Milli in that new song. You're a fucking stripper, girl. You're a stripper in the video. Everybody's doing the stripper shit. City girls in motherfucking Throw Baby. Okay? That's what we're seeing. That is what's educating our kids. How do I know? I spent 5 years teaching, and I see sometimes what my former students post is that shit. So I know. And I know I'm not alone. I know there's a lot of parents that see this shit. And we see y'all. Y'all puppets, man. I feel bad for you. Why Cardi B couldn't come out and make a motherfucking bachata song or a salsa song? You here making this fucking garbage. I'm disappointed as a fan. I'm going to leave it there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's not much to say. On the whole LilNasX topic, like, I mean, I know he's came out before and said, oh, like, obviously my song is not for kids. You could just see what I'm doing. But it's the same person that went and threw a Roblox concert in a video game that is for kids. Hello. He did a virtual concert for kids. Like, so hello. This is, like, it's just, the message don't fit. Like, if you're so grown, throw a fucking Pornhub concert because this is who you want to be, not a Roblox concert.
It couldn't be more clear, y'all. I'm disappointed. I hope that this doesn't come across as I'm hating on. I'm happy that they're getting their bag. I'm happy that they're getting their bread. I just want them to be honest with themselves and transparent. And maybe they are being honest with themselves behind closed doors and they understand. I mean, I don't know if this is confirmed, but I hear Cardi doesn't let her children, her daughter, listen to her music. I mean,
the truth is just,
and Madonna didn't either.
It's just simple though. Like they could both say that, but like that doesn't mean kids are not listening to their music. That's like the point. Like good, you're a good mom, whatever. Like kids don't listen to your music, so in your mind you're saying there's something wrong with my music for kids. That's first of all, you're acknowledging it, which is fine. It's grown up music. Music doesn't always have to be for kids, but we have all this music marketed to kids now. It's like everything's marketed. Like you're making music for TikTok, which is gonna be for the kids, and kids. Sorry to say, but they're impressionable. They just follow what they see. Kids are gonna go and gravitate to what they see. So what you're doing and how you're acting on the internet, kids are gonna emulate it. And parents more and more now are just giving their kids the iPad, the iPhone. Go watch YouTube. You don't even know what your kid's watching on YouTube. Like, even if it's not this, and it's like the other shit, y'all making them watch fucking mantra shit, and then they get mad at you for watching that. Like, oh, I need my Coco Melon. Like, if your kid is slapping you because he can't watch Coco Melon, it's time to reevaluate how you're parenting. Like, your kid shouldn't be slapping you because he can't watch Coco Melon. Like, that's the world we're living in, though. As my son cries and I had to soothe him.
Listen.
But he ain't watching nothing.
No, he don't watch. He's not going to watch any of that. We'll share some 411 with you. We personally, our parenting style, I have no interest in my son watching Coco Melon, Paw Patrol, none of this garbage. Okay? Why? It's marketing to sell toys that he doesn't need. That's not going to add to his intellect. It's not going to add to his character, his personality. It's meh, 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 meh. This baby shark, dude, we're just fucking singing the same shit over and over again. You know what? In India, that's called a mantra. You sing. In Bhakti Yoga, which is devotion and love to God, you sing the same chant over and over and over again as you give your devotion to God. What the fuck is my kid gonna give devotion to? Baby Shark? If you really want to talk about it, what they don't want to fucking make a song about, we're cutting shark fins and selling them and we're leaving the fucking bodies in the water. That's what's fucking happening. Don't talk to me about Baby Shark. Don't talk to me about, I don't want to hear it. My mom bought my nephew a Baby Shark toy, and I told her, don't buy my son that shit. I don't have a problem with y'all ruining y'all kids' lives with this garbage. Do that, because you already ruined yourselves. We're human beings. We're not designed to be the healthiest and the fucking... No, we're no longer optimized for healthy living because we're living in a capitalistic society. We're living in garbage. We live in garbage. Stop it. This whole building I live in right now, we're just flushing garbage into the fucking sewer every day. So none of this is sustainable. Don't be out here living in New York City talking about you a vegan and you think you're doing the right thing. No, bitch. You're still paying taxes to the man and you're not living sustainably. None of y'all. We need to reevaluate. So, I just had to go off on that tangent. I know we just went off on one. But it's all connected.
The main point is just like... What he's doing, like, that's just not okay. It's just not okay. Like, we could just call it for what it is. Like, that shit's not okay. Y'all could be like, y'all could come at us and say whatever y'all want. Like, we're homophobic. If y'all think that shit is okay, like, where kids could just watch that, it's not okay. Like, I don't want the kids shouldn't be watching any, like, shit like that, like, on TV.
Bro. We was watching Bob Ross. We was watching Reading Rainbow.
Like, that shit had no context to it, because people might be like, oh, movies have it. Movies have a context if, like, a boy and a girl's gonna kiss. It's like they're in love, they're gonna do something and a kiss.
Yeah. Even if a girl and a girl's gonna kiss in the movie, it don't matter who's kissing the movie. There's context because there's a story. But all we're seeing on a music artist level is LilNasX doing these provocative videos and getting rewarded for it. So young kids, whether they're looking at LilNasX, whether they're looking at Lizzo, whether they're looking at Cardi, don't really matter who they're looking at. They're looking at City Girls. They gonna see, yo, this is the shit I need to do to get famous. Because otherwise, no one's gonna listen to me. But what they don't see, what a young kid don't know, is there's a whole other side to music that they don't see. Because when you're young, you don't really have the fucking research tools to go out there and fucking search all day. Kids are not searching for new artists all day. No. They're just going to watch what's being fed to them.
Yeah, like, I mean, the end of the day is, like, the point is, like, music that's popular is no longer because it's good music. It's because it looks sexual and looks good.
It looks
and
sexy.
That sells. Sex sells. Excuse me. It's true. Like, so, like, the things that are popular are the things that look sexy and sell. It's not the things that sound good. Like, nobody's going into their radio and pumping the shit that we see that looks sexy. You rather stay home and watch it because you like the aesthetic. You're going to go to your car and you're going to listen to something that sounds good. Right. You're not going to listen to something that, like, you want to see the video for. Right. Like, so...
Two different markets.
So music has gone a long way from there. Like, you know, it's like... It's more towards the looks now than the music.
Yep.
Because labels... Because, like, it's kind of like goes to the T-Pain documentary, like, what they... Not the T-Pain documentary.
This is Pop. It's called This is Pop on Netflix. Y'all gotta watch that. This is Pop.
But, like, the guy told him, like, the producer was like, I don't need to find anybody that could sing good anymore.
Because of autotune.
I just need to find people that look good. You changed my industry. So, in a way, the industry did change to that. You gotta just find the good-looking people. Who sings like Whitney Houston now? You ain't never gonna find that.
No. And to go back to that, the documentary, it's like a series. And so the episode we watched yesterday was the episode about T-Pain. And just not about T-Pain, but about auto-tune.
About
The
auto-tune.
guy who created auto-tune, like
It's actually very interesting.
the guy who created the actual plugin, he goes and like explains everything, and his intention was really just to fix. He made it for his wife so that she could sing in tune. And then it wasn't until people like Cher, the guy who produced Cher with Believe, he used it in a different way that it was intended for, and it made this crazy sound. And then T-Pain did it, and then motherfuckers wanted to blame T-Pain. Now, to go back to our other point about kids listening to music, when we were young, T-Pain came out, and we have no recollection of any of our peers saying, yo, T-Pain is corny, T-Pain is whack. Nobody was saying that. Not our age, when I was in fucking 5th grade, 6th grade. We was bumping that shit. I'ma buy you a drink. Whoa, all that fire. And it still bumps. Still fire. The new single, fire. T-Pain is one of my favorite artists. I don't care. I don't care that people said he's corny. This is news to me. I don't care that people said he can't sing. First of all, it never crossed in my mind that you couldn't sing, bro. You might have felt like everybody was saying, oh, T-Pain can't sing. That was not crossing through our minds as kids. We were receiving your creativity. We were receiving the music. We were receiving the love, because as kids, that's what we do. And we did that. Then to see yesterday all these tweets about after his, I didn't even watch his NPR performance. I didn't even know. After his NPR performance, apparently everybody was like, wow, I'm so shocked that he can sing. Ain't nobody said that to Cher. I'm so shocked that Cher could sing. Because he's a black guy from Tallahassee. He has an accent. He talks like this. Nappy heads. You want to assume that he don't got no talent. That the only way he made it as a fucking creative was because of a fucking software plugin. Y'all racist and stupid and idiots. That's all I got to say about that one.
Yeah, that whole documentary was just crazy. And then, like, to see, like, how, what was the story? Like, Usher, he was in the plane with Usher, and, like, he got depressed because Usher told him, like, yo, you ruined music because of his auto-tune.
Usher got nerve.
Which is like, bro, in my mind, this is what I think. Usher feels like that because he's in the label, he's part of an industry. And the labels probably told him, yo, you got to start making songs more like this. Because it sells. When Usher would have been perfectly fine just staying in his fucking R&B bag, which everybody loved. Nobody says Usher, he should have never changed. When you think about your favorite song from Usher is Let It Burn, Confessions. This is all before T-Pain.
You don't have to call.
Nobody talks about your new shit.
Nobody, hun.
What the fuck? Like, Love in This Club and fucking...
I wanna make love in this club. Hey.
Like, nobody says this is your fucking favorite song from
That
Usher.
is not your hit.
You changed.
You changed, nigga. You ruined your music, and you want to tell T-Pain he ruined music. You got some damn nerve.
He ruined music by not sticking to his R&B bag. More people would probably be more R&B if they saw their favorite R&B artist sticking to the bag. Like, it's sad to say, but, like, people like Neo made to, like, you know, he went to the EDM route when he was making fucking So Sick and Sexy Love, but he changed to the EDM route. It's like, y'all making the labels in the industry choose which route y'all should take when people love y'all for this old stuff y'all did.
It's a shame.
Like, you could just go back into your mind and think what Neo song you like, and it's like Sexy Love and So Sick and things like that. It's not his new fucking Pitbull music. Like, nobody likes his Pitbull music.
Dude, what was that song? You know what was Pitbull's most fire song? That Culo. Why he didn't keep doing shit like that? That was fire. Oh, because you want to appease. You want to reach a larger audience. Okay. It's just like what Akon said about T-Pain. Akon said T-Pain would have been bigger. Look at all these black men tearing T-Pain down, by the way. And now T-Pain is living his best motherfucking life. Good for him. Akon talking about, oh, T-Pain would have been bigger if he didn't want to just stick to the urban sound. Akon, I know your African ass did not just fucking say that shit. You? You? Are you for real?
That's because he changed his sound.
You changed, motherfucker, talking about you locked up. That wasn't urban? Who the fuck was you talking to then?
No, what he's talking about is that he got more popular and more this and that when he started making, yes, I can see ya, cause every girl in here wanna be like that music appeals to the fucking I'm going to a fucking rave. But it's like if you think about
predominantly white.
My thing is like the music industry is easy. Like you think about your favorite Akon song, anybody. It's not gonna go to that. It's gonna go to Locked Up.
Locked up,
or
won't let me out. Convict music, bro. Are you for real? You gonna tell T-Pain he's urban?
But it's like this is the music. This is the music people like. But it's like the industry is telling you, yo, you gotta change your sound to appeal to like the more popular people. It happens to everybody. Like even Joe Budden. Like he makes real good rap music.
Yo, Joe Budden, mood music.
But he had to make Pump It Up like a clubby pop song. Even though like that might not be your favorite song from this person. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like 50 Cent. 50 Cent's probably the anomaly. He made a really good pop song.
50 Cent, yeah, and he never really had to go that EDM route.
Like people love the fucking In the Club, like that song is just a good song, but it's crazy how we have to keep going back to these to appeal to the white community, to
the rich whites, the drug-taking whites.
But it's like, I think it's a facade. Like, you don't have to appeal to that. You could just appeal to your market.
Right.
It's the industry making you feel like you have to appeal to that. Because if you don't do what they say, they don't give you the money, and you don't go as big as you're going to get.
Yeah. Like Black Eyed Peas. I'm really trying to find this Tyler, the Creator.
So you might feel like that you're not as big as you are because you're making urban music, because that's the lie they're feeding you. You're making urban. No, it's because they're going to stop giving you money if you don't make the music we want, boy.
Right.
Yo, go make the music we want, or we're not going to fucking fund you and your shit. So now you have to go and make fucking these poppy songs because they're going to fund you, and then you're going to make more money. And be like, oh, you see, it worked. I switched and I made the music that they wanted and the fucking EDM and this and that. And that made me the money. So this, obviously, the industry was right.
Right.
No, the industry just controls everything and controls the means of operation. And they could play you, they could not play you, as long as you listen to them.
Right.
They control the fucking airwaves. They control Spotify, Apple, this and that.
Advertising.
You don't have the fucking money or the connections, you don't get played. And the way you get played is by making the music that they want you to make. It is all connected. Like, it's not that hard to realize.
It's really not.
And so, the more that music gets played on the radio and this and that, it's not that music is good. It's just you know the music because it's played to you all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just background noise that you end up knowing. Like, you know how many background songs we know? Like, so before you go.
Like, niggas ain't really
I've never had that song in my phone. But you know what? It's crazy. I know every word to that song. Right?
Yep.
I could fucking sing that song. I could go to a concert sing that fucking song. Because that shit is just played on rotation. Like the fucking shit we were just talking about with the baby and his baby shark. Like, is mantra. Like, the radio pounds it into your head. And the more they pound it into your head, the more you know it. And then you think you like something that you didn't know you were going to like. Yep. And that's how people operate. That's Hot 97 and the radio. They'll pump the fucking City Girls and this and that music. And now you think you like it. And now you like it. Now you think you like that music. Because it's like, oh,
you think you like Twerkulator.
That's the good songs.
It's time for the percolator, motherfucker. It's no twerkulator. Look, your faves ain't even making money from that song, okay? All right? Twerkulator, y'all. It's time for the twerkulator. It's time for the twerkulator. You know why that song is popping? Because a long-ass motherfucking time ago, somebody decided to make a song called It's Time for the Percolator. It's time for the percolator. Now, the real question I'm going to ask y'all, since y'all so good at policing people and policing things, let's actually revisit the Twerkulator, because I wanted to talk about that, and we didn't get a chance to talk about the record. So Twerkulator not only copies the lyrics and the melody of It's Time for the Percolator.
First of all, that's just not even
hold on. We're going to get to that. So it's time for the percolator. It's time for the percolator, right? Now, the City Girls version, Twerkulator, takes the beat of Soul Sonic Force, Planet Rock. Now, for those of you who don't know shit about hip hop and swear you do and want to tell me I'm a hater, before you tell me I'm a hater, listen to this. So, one of the OGs, I guess, in hip hop, or I guess no longer an OG, he's been excommunicated from the hip hop community, but one of the former OGs, Africa Bambaataa, who created Planet Rock, that whole beat that Twerkulator is using.
Wait, just on a side note, first of all, that sounds like auto-tune. Rock, Planet Rock.
That totally is auto-tune. Why
That's
they trying to act like
vocal, whatever.
That's the vocoder, yeah.
But it's
anyways,
the same shit.
It's the same idea. Well, anyways, so he made that song and with his little group, and in recent years, it has come out that Africa Bambaataa was sexually abusing this dude who came out and did like a magazine interview about it, and
I didn't see this.
Yeah, it was like a magazine spread. And he came out and he said that Africa Bambaataa touched him, that he was doing this and doing that. And so, I just find it a little weird. I find it a little weird that African Bambaataa was never taken to court for this. I don't think he was.
Well, I guess because it's just, I don't know. I feel like they're not taking to court when it's one person. If there was more than one person, maybe he would have been.
Maybe, right? But it was also so long ago that we really don't know what was going on. But my thing is, city girls, y'all so women empowerment and, the gays love you and everybody loves you. Why are you on a song on the beat giving royalties to Africa Bambaataa?
But he didn't touch a girl. He touched a guy.
Yeah, but I just said, gays love them. You got to be fucking kidding me. You know what that sounds like to me, y'all? That sounds like a desperate grab for just a few more hits, before we run out of shit to do.
But that's also what the music industry is. If you think about how music has changed, it's so many more samples now. It's gotten so lazy that people have stopped making their own music, which is why a lot of artists are broke, because they're just letting the industry pick out their beats. And the industry is just going to go to the shit that works. That's why you hear fucking Sting's Shape of Your Heart in every, hot song, You don't know what is Sting, but Sting is taking 95% of that song. I'm Sting.
Juice WRLD.
The new kid, Blueface, is that his name?
No, no, not Blueface. I think his name is
Young Blue?
Young Blue.
Yeah, if I ever... That song...
Sampled Sting.
Shape of Your Heart.
Nas sampled Sting.
But other than that, everybody now, this Twerkulator sampling something, everybody samples music because it's the easy way, because it's just all sonic, and I feel like it's all mind manipulation, and you hear something that you think you liked from the past, but now you're hearing it again and it's new, so your brain picks up these little waves, and it's like, oh shit, that's this song. I like this song. When you realize you like the old song.
Yeah.
And we're just getting this whole sample fucking feedback and playback. And it's like, yo, who's making real music?
Where's the new shit at?
And I'm not saying sampling's whack. But it's just...
not, but it's a difference between sampling and straight up copying. They copied the beat. They copied the flow. Boring.
Yeah, because one of our favorite artists of all time is Kanye. We already know he's sample master.
But he did it in a different way.
It's just a beast at what he does. People, they're not taking the time to really flip the beat. I know exactly what this beat is when I hear it now. It's yo, this shit is just that.
Right.
And you're taking it and flipping it. So who's getting paid in the music industry? It can't be the new artists.
It's not the artists. It's the labels.
The old artists
and the old artists are getting paid bread.
But I feel like this, because we've been seeing this a lot. The old artists gave up a lot of their masters, right? We see it with Anita Baker. Everybody's fighting for their masters. Yeah. So since the labels own these masters, I think they're giving the green light to flip the beat
because they're gonna make more money off of it.
Because not the artist gets the royalties, the labels are getting all the royalties, and they're just using the old beats that they already have in the stash. And it's like, why do I gotta reinvent the formula
When I could just get paid.
when I already know that this beat is gonna make me a lot of money again, whatever, with whoever artist is on it. Like, that shit is crazy.
I hope y'all wake up.
So back to that T-Pain topic. It's not T-Pain who ruined the industry. It's the industry.
It's the industry who
that
ruins the industry.
They're guiding
Jerks.
the conversation. They're guiding how you feel and how you listen to music. But we're so dumb and just humans, we just think it's this person. Like, no, he did something that was different from everybody else. So he got ostracized and blamed for it. But listen to music now. Who doesn't use auto-tune? Right? Everybody says their favorite rapper now, or the best rapper is Lil Baby, right? He auto-tunes every song he's on. Yep. I don't even know what his regular rap voice sounds like. He should be paid like fucking song or lyrical input on every song for the future.
Yep.
Because if he influenced everything, you had a writer credit. He should get a writing credit for the fucking every auto-tune.
T-Pain really should get a
If you're gonna blame him for
all y'all
auto-tune
motherfuckers,
ruining everything, he should get a writer
then
credit.
he should be getting royalties
on
off of
every
everybody.
auto-tune. 808s and Heartbreaks, give T-Pain writer's credit. Because that shit would not happen without him.
Yeah, I mean, Kanye
Future,
admitted it.
writer's credit. Would not happen without him.
Yep, Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne, writer's credit to T-Pain. Some of your music would not happen without him. My fault.
I'm trying to pick up the. So I went through Tyler's.
Love you, T-Pain.
We really love you, T-Pain. Keep going. You're winning. You're winning, regardless of what anybody thinks. Even the motherfuckers listening right now. If you think you don't like T-Pain and you think I'm full of shit, I want to see you try to make a song then. I want to see you try to come in here, come to VCR Studios for free. I will let you come record here for free if you think you can make a better song. Then I'm going to buy you a drink. If you think you could make a better song, then I'm in love with a stripper. If you think you can make a better song, then I like that he just put out. I'll let you come record here for free if you could really think that you can make a better song than that. Okay? Because the reality is, we cut a lot of slack when it comes to artists that's not from the hood. And then when it artists from the hood, he said himself, if he would have came out, he said if he would have came out doing gangsta music, he would have made more money. Now, I pulled this up.
But that's back to the industry. Like, the industry at that point was gangsta music.
It was. What the fuck? I want to just pull this up real quick. Tyler, the Creator, had a lot to say about will.i.am. And it goes hand in hand with what we're saying right now. So I made a bet with will.i.am for $1 million that I will be making money 10 years from now doing what I love and not what makes the most money. So he tweeted that about 10 years ago. In turn, the rapper claimed that will.i.am's recent material, he was making bullshit to make bread, and that will.i.am makes the music he hates, although he conceded that the Black Eyed Peas debut album was the first rap album he enjoyed, noting it had sick beats. So, nigga said, so after Tyler, the Creator, told that to will.i.am, he goes, then you make a decision on what to do to survive. No, nigga, that's not how it is for everyone. I'm not going to make music I hate. Tyler, the Creator, continues. He's so talented, but he's making butt shit to make bread. I think he meant to say bullshit. Bullshit to make bread. Use the creativity for something tight, man. AKA, use the creativity for something lit. Something nice. I should have brought up the fact that he tried to sue Pharrell on some fuck-ass shit. But I was so mad he indirectly said I was going to sell out. So will.i.am is, at that time, in 2013, he was basically insinuating that the only way that Tyler, the Creator, would be successful is if he was going to sell out. I can't believe this nigga was plotting on my fucking downfall because he makes shit he hates and doesn't like himself. will.i.am is a mark. This nigga really walked up to me telling me about myself 10 years from now. Nigga, fuck you. Now I'm going to go out of my way to prove you wrong. I need everybody to have this energy. I need us all to have it. I need us all to have this energy. I want to give a thank you to our first time listeners. I want to give a thank you to our last time listeners. I want to give a thank you to listeners that didn't get this far. We're at a humble beginning right now. We got our baby. We don't got a babysitter. We're doing this from our home. We're trying to figure things out. We're trying to give you content. We're trying to give you something to pass the time with, some interesting conversation that's going to, help your mind feel a little bit better. Because I know a lot of us should be in therapy and we're not in it. So let this be your therapy because you're not alone. But let me tell you, when you're going hard and when you're doing the shit that you're supposed to do, there's always going to be somebody watching from the sidelines who's not as cool as you, want to tell you how to do your shit. And I'm sorry. But now, the circle had to get smaller. Now it's just us again. We're here. Winds of change. We're back. I'm so excited to be potting again. Do you have anything to say, my little one? Are you grabbing the mic? You have something to say?
Oh. Hey, you, Baba. Can you say Winds of Change? Episode 5. We see you next week. Okay.
It's your papa. We will see you next week. Thank you for entertaining crazy asses. And we're going to keep doing this.
Might be twice a week, maybe.
Who knows? Maybe twice a week. Maybe we'll do a Patreon. Maybe we won't. Let's see what we do. I definitely will be starting my Twitch channel very soon because I have a lot of things to discuss as well. We've got a lot of music to put out. We're working. I will continue to be transparent with you guys. We will continue to be transparent with you guys about where we're at. I recently just quit my 9-to-5 because it was just not conducive to a young mother. And that means that I'm about to go so much more harder on everything that I'm doing because I have more time to do it, including my health. So, very excited. We're very excited, and we thank you again. And this has been Winds of Change.
Peace.